all day serve the deities. Not everybody can all day fix things. Not everybody can all day analyze world events. So the point is that there must be the knowledge of, there must be cooperation. The person must learn to understand his own nature and how sometimes it can cause, the result can be conflict with others. So it's a difficult subject, difficult to execute, but very necessary. And see, there's so much polarization now in the members of the Krishna consciousness movement is now actually fractured into several camps, and as soon as you mention somebody's name, there's rejection from members of the opposite camp. It is very unfortunate. If we're not able to, if we don't understand quite well what is the situation, then we should avoid completely, we should avoid situations where possibly this conflict will become manifest. And that means we should not go to where members of the other camp are, and we should not communicate with them if we are using some media where some members of them are also present in a group or in Facebook, or friends so-called, then we should avoid certain topics or specifically address those individuals, saying, I'm about to say something, please understand it in this way and this way. And you say in my Facebook group, there's a few very intelligent devotees who nicely preface their arguments with some points of reconciliation. That's very good. I hope everybody's following what I'm talking about. Not everybody. But Krishna is very kind if we are at least dedicated to spreading his holy names, then he looks after us. Recently I read some conversation, one devotee, godbrother, was having with Prabhupada about one of Prabhupada's godbrothers who caused significant schism in Gaudiya Math and displeased Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada highly. So the devotee was of the opinion that godbrother, that his fate was very bad. But Prabhupada said no. he's a devotee. So my godbrother said, how is that? He displeased Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada by certain activities. How is that he's well situated now? So Prabhupada said, well, he did service that was accepted by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Okay? So of course it depends on the seriousness of the offensive action. We should learn, we are chanting, we should know the dangers inherent in certain actions. Certain offenses can be made that will nullify our service. So we should learn these offenses also. So, does anybody have anything to say on this topic, or? Is your wife knows English? That's your wife?
Yes.
She speaks English?
Speaks English?
Huh?
No.
Little bit. Not much.
She can understand, but speak in Hindi.
Huh?
She can understand, but she'll speak in Hindi. Kirtan will have family.
Well, let's see, any other questions or comments? Somebody called and said they're coming, but where they have not come.
There's an old argument. It's an old argument, but Prabhupada said Adolf Hitler was a gentleman.
Pardon?
Prabhupada said Adolf Hitler was a gentleman.
Who was a gentleman?
Adolf Hitler.
Huh?
Hitler.
Hitler.
He knew about the atom.
He was very intelligent. He had, in his younger years, before he became involved in politics, he was expert in very many fields. He was an artist, a good artist, and he knew everything. When he became leader, he could understand all the scientific and technological details of all the weapons and everything. But unfortunately, it's very difficult to analyze. We judge a thing by the result. See, recently we had one visitor from Germany, and in Germany the Hare Krishna movement was progressing very nicely. See? You've seen pictures of the kirtan in some big cities, very excellent, and they had very beautiful temples. So the German people were, and even still are, not all demonic, but we should not depend, if we want to know world events and news, if we have, I'm still learning about history, you see, like this example, although I grew up hearing about events in the period of the so-called Second World War. There are many important things I'm only discovering now, because the material world is very complex. Not that we have to become expert in everything, but yes, pure devotee, he is expert at everything. He is expert. One of the qualifications of a devotee is daksha. He knows many things. Prabhupada, he's most expert musician, most transcendental musician, expert. I play this music every day, and I become carried away by hearing how it's just so. His singing and instrument playing is so expert, so transcendentally powerful and pure. It's inconceivable. But he also knows cooking and speaking, and Baba is expert, pure devotee. That's one of the qualities. We should learn the qualities of a devotee. I've often said, there's 26 qualifications of a devotee. What are they? I knew 22 at one time without looking. Now, let's see how many we can. Humility, pridelessness, aversion to finding fault, cleanliness, religiosity, religious, expert, nobody is coming forward. I mean, big gaps. This is very important. It's in Nectar of Devotion. Nobody's reading Nectar of Devotion. Most important book. It's got the rules of devotion. We want to become devotees. How can we become computer technician if we never read any electronics book? Humble, maybe 10. I've forgotten. I mean, he said, no, we should reset. Bring Nectar Devotion and read them. Read the list. I've got in my computer several compilations. Just look up 26 qualifications of a devotee. Aversion to finding fault, I mentioned that already. Kind to everyone. Kind means he knows that everyone who is without Krishna consciousness is either suffering or is going to suffer. So his attitude, at least to help them to the path of Krishna consciousness. At least the attitude, or he is actually helping them. He does not, these words are, this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita? Where is this from?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
The wording is a little different here. He does not make anyone his enemy. He's truthful, equal to everyone. No one can find fault in him. He's magnanimous. He's mild, clean, without possessions. No electric drills, even? They're not mine. Any day somebody could come and take them back. He works for everyone's benefit. Peaceful. Always surrendered to Krishna. Has no material desires. Meek. Steady. He controls his senses. Does not eat more than required. Not influenced by Maya. Respectful. Does not desire respect for himself. Very grave. Gambhir. This is somewhere I read Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada or Prabhupada, our Prabhupada said this is most important. Very grave. Merciful, friendly, poetic, expert, silent. Silent means he's silent in nonsense. Somebody talks nonsense, then he doesn't respond. That's the meaning of silent. Otherwise, it's hard to understand. How can a devotee be silent? He has to do kirtan, he has to preach. So the meaning of silent is that if somebody talks nonsense, he ignores them. Sometimes Prabhupada is giving a lecture in some public hall and somebody stands up and said, "Why are you sitting on a big seat? You're supposed to be..." Prabhupada just ignored him. The devotees are ready to break his arms and throw him out, but Prabhupada just ignored him. So everyone has to know these. It's just, we want to become a devotee, you have to know what a devotee is. If you want to go to Delhi, you should know there's some place such as that, it exists, and it has some roads or railways or airplane routes there. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So somewhere it is written that everyone should learn these qualities and examine himself to see how many he possesses, to what a degree. This is very important. It's like if we're sick, and the doctor sends you home with a monitor, you check your pressure, you check your temperature every day. You have to check to see. Check your sugar, check your urine, check this, check that. you're very concerned. So the same way, for spiritual health, we have to be concerned that we actually are progressing in the path of Krishna consciousness. And how do we judge that? By the extent that we have developed these qualities. And we can see Prabhupada, all these qualities in him 100%. Okay? Tolerant, peaceful. As I said, somebody shouting, "Why are you sitting on a big seat? You're supposed to be, you claim to be a saint." He would tolerate. So, any questions or comments on anything? Preferably on what I have been speaking, but on, if not, on anything related. This is very good. You don't even have to get up and don't even have to labor. Krishna has made it so easy. We don't have to go and find a book. Just tap, 26 qualities. Immediately it comes. So many websites. So this is Krishna's mercy also. This is helping us in this way. How are you? I saw you called me. I saw your son.
I was very...
I saw his picture somewhere recently, I don't know, Facebook or something. You like to lead kirtan? Or anybody can lead kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Open the door. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.